So here we're going to walk through how to trisect an angle using the insertion principle. So the distinction here is that you can trisect, but you can't do it with the classical tools. And this is one of the methods that would allow you to trisect. So here I'm going to first make a rectangle. And if you want to fix it so that it's easier to tell the angles, that's fine. But I'm just using my properties here and making I have my rectangle. That's all classical tools, no problem there. I'm going to shift it over. Now I'm going to put point D at the intersection. I'm going to leave this line here, but I'm going to go in and hide the others and get them out of the way and change them to segments to make it a little bit easier to see what I'm doing here. I'm also going to connect D to A for that diagonal of the rectangle. That's going to be important because what I'm going to do is I'm going to trisect angle DAB. That's the angle I'm now going to trisect. So to do this, what I'm going to have to do is first put some point on this line. Now here's where the insertion part comes in. I have to use my compass to measure the distance from A to D. That's important. That gives me a radius for my circle, and then I'm going to put it on point E. That's the whole insertion component here. Now I'm going to create a line segment from A to E. And because I've inserted the one circle, I can now use classical tools to pull my other one out. And the last thing I need to do is put the intersection of my circle and side DB. And what I want to do now is I need to move point E until point G is at the line segment and circle. I need it at that intersection. So I've got to keep moving it up. And eventually I'll get there. And now, if I measure angle BAH, that's 14 5/100. And now I'm going to measure angle BAD, and that's 43 29/100. And if you think about it, if I triple the 14, it just tells me I'm a little bit off on my G, but the concept here is if I'm doing this using exact tools, I will get it so that those points, those angles, are exactly it. And maybe what I can also see is as I make it larger, so now 16 57/100, I can see if I triple that, I'm right around 49 degrees. So the concept here works. GeoGebra makes it a little bit pixelated, so it throws it off just a little bit, but it is right there. So this is the concept. I had to insert that radius on this line, and then I could go back and connect it with the ability to move. So there's those insertion components that make it so that you can't do this with the classical tools.